Richard Allen York, best known as Dick York, September 4, 1928 to February 20, 1992, was an American actor whose career spanned radio, television, and film. He is most famous for his portrayal of Darren Stevens, the long-suffering but loving husband of a witch, in the hit television series Bewitched. While York's career was marked by his talent for both comedy and drama, it was ultimately cut short by chronic pain due to a severe back injury. Despite his struggles, he left a lasting legacy in American television. Early life and career beginnings. Dick York was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and grew up in Chicago, Illinois. He developed an interest in acting at a young age and started working in radio in his teens. York became a popular voice actor on various radio shows, including Jack Armstrong, The All-American Boy, where he played the lead role, and That Brewster Boy. His early work on radio gave him a solid foundation in acting and an understanding of timing, which would later contribute to his success in television. After moving to New York City, York transitioned to the stage, appearing in Broadway productions such as Tea and Sympathy and Bus Stop. His work on stage brought him to the attention of Hollywood, and by the 1950s, York began appearing in films. Film and early television career. York made his film debut in My Sister Eileen, 1955, followed by supporting roles in movies like Inherit the Wind, 1960, where he starred alongside Spencer Tracy and Frederick March. His performance as a conflicted teacher in the courtroom drama showcased his dramatic range and earned him critical praise. During the 1950s and early 1960s, York appeared on numerous popular television shows, such as The Twilight Zone, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and Wagon Train. He gained a reputation as a versatile actor capable of handling both comedic and dramatic roles. His comedic talent would ultimately lead to his most famous role, Bewitched and stardom. In 1964, York was cast as Darren Stevens in the ABC television series Bewitched. The show became an instant success and ran for 8 seasons, making York a household name. His portrayal of Darren, the mortal husband of the witch Samantha, played by Elizabeth Montgomery, was both charming and hilarious. York's ability to balance exasperation with affection as Darren dealt with Samantha's magical antics made him a beloved figure in television. York's chemistry with Montgomery and his impeccable comedic timing helped to make Bewitched one of the top-rated shows of the 1960s. Despite the whimsical premise, York's Darren was a grounded, everyman character that audiences could relate to, and he played a crucial role in the show's success. Health struggles and departure from Bewitched. While York was enjoying success on Bewitched, his health was deteriorating. In 1959, while filming the movie They Came to Cordura, York suffered a debilitating back injury. He was thrown off a railroad handcar during a scene and severely injured his spine. Though he continued to work, the injury caused him chronic pain, which worsened over time. By the mid-1960s, York was struggling to manage his pain while filming Bewitched. He would often experience severe back spasms on set, sometimes needing to lie flat between takes to manage his discomfort. Despite his best efforts, York's condition worsened to the point that he could no longer continue working. In 1969, during the filming of the 5th season of Bewitched, York collapsed on set. Unable to continue, he was replaced by actor Dick Sargent in the role of Darren for the remainder of the series. Life after Bewitched and financial struggles. After leaving Bewitched, York's acting career came to a halt. His back injury, combined with a dependency on painkillers, left him unable to work regularly. He appeared in a few minor roles in the early 1970s, but his health issues continued to dominate his life. York eventually quit acting altogether to focus on his recovery. Financial problems plagued York during the later years of his life. Despite the success of Bewitched, York did not receive significant residuals from the show, and his health problems drained his savings. In the 1980s, he and his wife, Joan, faced poverty, living in a small apartment and relying on Social Security, and he often spent his days coordinating efforts to provide food, clothing, and shelter for those in need. York's advocacy work gave him a renewed sense of fulfillment. He continued to struggle with his health, but his charitable efforts provided a positive outlet for his energy and creativity. Death and legacy. Dick York passed away on February 20, 1992, at the age of 63, from complications related to emphysema. Despite the challenges he faced in his later years, York is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike for his talent, his kindness, and his resilience in the face of adversity. York's portrayal of Darren Stevens remains iconic, and his work on Bewitched continues to be beloved by audiences around the world. His ability to combine humor and heart made him a standout performer in an era of television that produced some of the medium's most enduring stars. Though his career was cut short, Dick York's legacy as an actor and humanitarian lives on.